Today, we're going to break down a simple but really powerful framework that's built on just three core principles. And mastering these isn't just about success at work, it can actually fundamentally change your whole sense of well being.
You know that feeling, right? Like your attention is constantly under attack, being pulled in a million different directions all at once. It's this feeling of chaos that makes it seem almost impossible to get anything meaningful done. But what if the solution is way simpler than you think?
Believe it or not, it all comes down to the number three, just three core areas that can totally change how you work and how you live. This isn't about learning 100 different life hacks. It's about really mastering just three key domains.
And here they are: space, mind, and time. This is our foundation. We're talking about your physical and your digital environment, your mental focus, and of course, the schedule you create for yourself. So let's break each one of these down.
Okay, first up is Principle 1, conquering your space. And this isn't just about the physical desk you sit at. It's also about your digital world, your desktop. It's really about taming your entire environment so you have the clarity to actually think. See, the problem isn't just that things are messy, it's the chaos. And this chaos is caused by something really specific. When we can move from that state of chaos to a state of clarity, the benefits are immediate. You'll find your focus improves and you actually gain back valuable time. So to solve this, we need to understand what the real enemy of a clear workspace is. And it's these things called gathering points. Just think of them as magnets for incomplete tasks, unresolved issues, and all that general clutter that's constantly pulling at your attention. And these gathering points, they hide in plain sight. We all have them. That stack of mail on the counter, the junk drawer you're kind of afraid to open, and of course, the biggest digital one of all, an overflowing email inbox. Every single one is a small but constant drain on your focus. All right, so now let's move on to our second principle, which builds right on top of the first. We've talked about external clutter, but what about the chaos happening inside our own heads? This is all about learning to focus your mind. This quote is so powerful. We just defined what gathering points are for our physical space, but think about it. So many of us treat our own minds as the biggest gathering point of all, just letting unfinished tasks and worries pile up endlessly in there. And this has a really serious consequence, something called self-inflicted switch tasking. This isn't multitasking. It's you constantly interrupting yourself. It is incredibly inefficient, it creates a ton of stress, and it's a perfect recipe for making careless mistakes. Just take a second and actually think about that. In the last 60 minutes, while you were trying to do just one thing, how many other things popped into your head, demanding your attention? Maybe a bill you forgot to pay, an email you needed to send, an idea for a whole other project. Every one of those is a mental interruption. But the payoff for taming this mental chaos is huge. It goes way deeper than just saving time. You genuinely improve your quality of life. Some people even say that clearing out all that mental clutter actually helps them sleep better at night. All right, let's bring it home with our third and final principle, mastering your time. Once you have a clear space and a focused mind, the final piece of the puzzle is to become incredibly intentional with your schedule. Now, the core of this principle is identifying your most valuable activities, or MVAs. These aren't just the urgent things that pop up. They're the tasks that deliver the most impact and the most value. Genuinely productive people make a conscious choice to focus their precious time on these activities. And the process is pretty straightforward. First, you've got to identify what your MVAs are. Second, you build your calendar around them, making them the priority. And third, and this one is so key, you have to create boundaries to protect that time from all the distractions. And this is why it matters so much. Focusing on your MVAs isn't just about being productive today. It's really a long-term strategy. The more you do it, the more valuable you become in your career, which ultimately leads to more options, more autonomy, and way more freedom. So we've covered space, mind, and time. Now, let's just bring it all together and figure out what the perfect starting point is for you to apply this in your own life. This table really lays out the whole framework perfectly. You conquer your space by getting rid of those gathering points, and you gain more focus. You focus your mind by stopping the constant self-interruptions, and you get a better quality of life. And you master your time by fixing an unfocused schedule, and that leads to career growth and balance. And this brings us to the final and, honestly, the most important question. As you look at these three principles, space, mind, and time, which one do you feel is your strongest right now? And maybe more importantly, which one is your weakest? Because that's your starting point. That's your biggest opportunity for growth.